Hey guys, AxiomaticUncertainty here, and today we're going to be doing the first in a new series on writing and deploying Discord bots. So today's tutorial, the first tutorial obviously, is just going to be covering the basics of setting up your own bot and getting some basic functionality. So we're going to go over creating a bot, running the bot, and sending files over Discord. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by running npm init. This will allow us to create and initialize a Node.js project. So we're going to call this Discord bot. Let's say YouTube Discord bot. And entry point, it's fine. Author, obviously you would just put your name here. License, ISC, this is all fine. And now we have this new package.json, and this has all of the information we just wrote. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to do npm install discord.js --save. So this is just going to install and save the discord.js node module to our local directory here. And in my case, this is just this Discord bot file. And so we'll just save that, and you can see it's running. And now we have a package lock.json with more information in it, and also our node modules. And this just stores all the dependencies for discord.js as well as discord.js. So you can see here the other thing we have in this file is this wave.gif. This is the file that we're going to send, and so in order to get started with that, we're just going to get right into coding the bot itself. So we're going to create an index.js, and to start this off, we need to get an instance of the Discord library. So we need to import it. So we're going to say let discord equal require discord.js, and what this does is it just creates an instance of this discord.js node module that we already installed into this directory. So now we can say let client equal new discord.client, and this creates an instance of the Discord client constructor. And this allows us to essentially act as a bot user and control all the functionality that a normal user would have access to. So down here, what we're going to start off by doing is creating our ready function. So when the client starts up, it triggers this client.onReady function, like so. And so what we can do is we just have this empty constructor. This is ES6 syntax. And then inside of this constructor, what we can do is just add code that'll be run whenever the bot has logged in and started up. So in here, I think the first thing we want to do is just log to the console that this bot has successfully run. So let's say hello world, just our typical little demonstration for basically every language you'll ever learn. And now I'm going to open up this other thing here. So you can see I have some pages open here. I've already created an app, but for the sake of this thing, I will remake the entire project. So we have a new application that we need to create, right? And so what we'll do here is we'll call this YT-bot. I created this just a minute ago just to make sure that everything was set. And we're going to redo it just for the sake of clarity. So in here now, we're going to first just come into the bot section and add a bot, right? And this is just going to give us a token that we need in order to actually control this bot. We are going to leave this as a public bot. And now we're going to take this token, right? Copy it, go into our code here, and add a new line, and it's going to be client.login, and then we're going to add this token. And so basically what's going to happen now is it's going to define this specific method within our client this client here that we've constructed to log hello world to the console upon starting, and then what we do down here once it gets to this point is we just start it up, and that'll trigger this code. So now if we say actually here first, what I'll do is come back to this browser page and come into here, and you can see if I select bot as a scope, we can actually copy this link and just open it in a new tab, and then we can add this to any server. So I'll add it to my test server, and you can see if I just do that, it authorizes it, and if I come to my test server, you can see it's now been added. So YTBot has joined, and so now if we run this code in here, we should be able, node index is what we have to write. This will have node run the code. We should be able to get that back. So yeah, you can see we got hello world back, and on here YTBot is now online. So now I'm gonna just cancel out of that, and we're gonna add the actual code. So now we can actually interact with users in another way, which is the OnMessage function. So within this, we're just going to add a basic constructor like last time. This one takes in a message, right? So the message that's been sent is recorded, and we get an instance of that right here. So what we can do now is whenever a user sends a message, we can actually check to see what the contents of the message are. So I'm just going to write an if statement, and I'm going to say if message.content, and this is very important because the content is what actually gives you what they sent, as opposed to like the files or the username and stuff like that. So this message isn't just the text that was sent. This is specifically the string containing the message that they sent. So what we can do here is we can say dot starts with, and then we'll add in our own command. So we can say hello, and yeah, I think that's all we want to do with checks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to send a message. So here we can say message.channel, and this gives us the text channel in which the message was sent. And then here we can say .sent, and this allows us to send essentially anything. We can send messages or we can send files, and in this case we're going to be sending a file. So we create a files array here. You can see we now have these brackets inside of the curly brackets, and this allows us to select our files and modify that, so we can attach files through here. And now I'm just going to put in the name of a file. So in my directory, as you saw earlier, we have a wave.gif file, and so I'm just going to have it send that. And now if I just run the bot again, you should see that it runs just fine. So I run that, and you can see we get this waving hand gif back. And so that's perfect. That's all we were going to do here. So this is just a really basic introduction to all of this stuff. Obviously, we're going to go into more advanced things in the future, but I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it helped you understand some of this stuff a little bit better. Obviously, this isn't the most complex stuff, but if you don't know much about programming in general, then this is definitely something that needs to be done first. So, as always, feel free to like, subscribe, share, and comment if you have any suggestions or feedback. Once again, this is Axiomatic Uncertainty, just signing off.